What up, vapors? Welcome back to another episode of Vaporwood. Tonight we're looking at the Hobo version 2 clone from FastTech. I got this Hobo version 2 in FastTech, and I've had this for a while. This is the first setup that I ordered. This is what got me into dripping right here. This is a Chi-Yu clone, Mech Mod Single 18650, also from FastTech. I got a video coming up for this real soon. Let you guys check this out, show you the ins and outs of it, what I like, what I don't like. But anyway, tonight we're talking about right here, this Hobo version 2. So let's jump right in, let's go real quick up close, let you see it, let you see how it works, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it, talk about some pros and cons, and we'll vape on it a little bit, and I'll show you how it looks on a couple different devices. So, without further ado. Alright guys, here is your deck section, what you're going to do your build on. It is a 4-post design, even though it is, like blocks, but it's 4-post design. All this is the negative posts. The negative posts here and everything are milled out of a solid piece, 1 block of steel. You got your copper. This is the copper center block here. And I'm not sure what size those holes are, the post holes are. They're not terribly small. I have put 24 gauge in there, no problem. But what you do need to watch out for is that insulator in the middle. I'm sure you've already noticed. I melted mine a bit. You get too close with your coils, you will start melting that insulator. But this Delrin can handle quite a bit. Got nice knurling down here for when you're unscrewing this away from. There's a juice well that goes on top of this, which is really nice. It adds to these jelly bean shaped juice wells that we got, which are pretty deep. This thing can hold some juice, man. You got your 510 on the bottom. This says made in the USA, but it's a FastTech clone. It's definitely not made in the USA. You can see it's a little beat up. I've had this. This is the first dripper I ever ordered. So I've had this about 5 or 6 months now, but I still enjoy it. It's not bad. The price point's great. Like I said, this is your deck, and then what would screw onto this once you get your build on here, you have this removable juice well that goes on there, and if you line it up correctly, those threads are buttery smooth. So I will give them that. Thumbs up on that. Nice O-rings on here for your outer sleeve that goes on for your adjustable airflow. Now, one gripe I do have is that you see how when this tightens up, this is tight all the way. See where that's your airflow. Your coil's got to be right there. I like to put a 45-degree angle on my coils in this. Angle it up a little bit. It seems to work out great. This air comes in, hits right at the back of the coil, and goes up the coil. Seems to work out. But your center post builds and stuff, this is not going to line up properly. And what I do is I have a thicker O-ring that I slide on there, and tighten this, crank this juice well down on it. It'll line up right in the center. It'll be a real pain to get off. You have to use a pair of pliers to get it back off, but it will line up for a center post build. But stock, it does not line up for a center post build, which, if you don't mind doing the 45-degree angle on your coils, it's really not that big a deal. We're going to go ahead and screw this on a mod just so I can show you the airflow. So this is your outer sleeve. Got your Hobo logo on there. H with the little Hobo bag. I think it's pretty cool. I really like the look of this. It's sleek. It's got that nice domed intersection inside the top cap there. Great for flavor and vapor production. Okay, so you line your airflow holes up on. You got single. Let's see what you got. This is part of the dual airflow holes. On either side of the logo is your dual airflow. Dual airflow holes, and then in the back here, this will be your single coil airflow. But you just line them up with the slots. You know, everybody pretty much knows how these work. But ooh, it's got some nice O-rings on there. Sits on really snug. You can't do it with your fingers. It's got to be on a mod. But you just turn. You can see it starting to close in there. Starting to close, a little open. It's the same on the other side. You got these top airflow holes. These for your quad coilers and your dual coilers. You got this little cap that you put on there. It's a two-piece top cap system. Put that on there. And now you have adjustable airflow on the top as well. This air comes in and down at your coils, which is kind of interesting. But this thing, flavor in this thing is awesome. Awesome. You can see how close the top of that, the bottom of that, inside of that top cap is to where your coils are going to be. I mean, it's right from the coil to your mouth. Bam! Flavor. Flavor, flavor, flavor. Not bad vapor production either. So, this one comes with a 510 drip tip. It's clear acrylic, kind of frosted. It's not bad. Looks cool. Works. I wish it was, you know, stainless steel to match this. But that's alright. I've got stainless steel drip tips that I like to use on here anyway. But it doesn't look too bad sitting on there. Not too shabby. But alright, let's take it back up top. I'm going to go ahead and throw a build on here and wick it up and juice it up, and we'll talk about it and vape on it. Alright, and we're back. And the question is, you know, how does it vape? Let me tell you, it vapes great. Depending on what you have it on. I'm going to do a full video on this Chi clone, as I said. But, you know, depending on what you have it on, it vape great. This Chi clone has some voltage drop issues, which I'll discuss when I do this video. But I just put it on here for the purpose of this video to show you. It looks really, really good on an all-chrome mod. Looks like it belongs on there. Sits flush. You know, it just looks really, really good. It's a pretty sexy mod and dripper combo, if I do say so myself. Sorry about the focus. But yeah, that's a good combo. Looks good. Like the lines, good design. But you know, it vapes pretty decent. On this, you know, I got a 28 gauge, just your standard dual coil. Comes in at 0.5 ohms. You know, nothing super sub ohm or crazy. But the flavor on it's just great. Tastes good. It's got good vapor production. Let me quit talking and just show you guys. The flavor just hits you, bam, just hits you right in the mouth, man. Great flavor. Some voltage drop issues on this Chi clone. Real quick, I'll throw it on something else. I've got another mod sitting right here, 18650. This is a Powhatan by Clone. And I have a video on this as well. But you know, conductivity is better in a copper mod anyway. But we'll throw it on here real quick and just show you. This thing, it chucks pretty good. That's 0.5 ohms, you know, that works out pretty damn good. But you seen it on that Chi just a second ago. Here it is on this Powhatan. Sits on here pretty nice too. It doesn't look bad. You know, color scheme doesn't really match, but it doesn't look bad. But here we go. Ooh. And you can see just from that, wait till I do the video and show you. Huge voltage drop issue on that Chi clone. But on this, you know, very little voltage drop, it hits hard. This Powhatan hits hard. But with it hitting it so hard, the flavor from this Hobo V2 clone from FastTech is just fantastic. Nice dense vapor. Whew. Now this is with the airflow wide open. I'm going to go ahead and close off the top. Show you how it goes. Flavor jumped up. Vapor still seemed to stay pretty thick. The flavor jumped way up there though. That is great. Now that's with the dual airflow holes wide open. Let's go ahead. We'll close them down a bit. Halfway open on that airflow. Woo! That's a strong flavor. It's intense. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, that's a little intense. Flavor just pow! Knocks you right in the mouth, man. That's great. Personally, for me, I prefer it wide open. I like it wide open. With it closed down, like I just showed you, it kind of felt like the second to largest hole on the Atlantis. So, but I prefer it full wide open. Have your top airflow open as well. I like a nice airy draw. And no dry hits. Get no dry hits, no burnt hits. You guys have seen how many times I've hit this thing. I haven't rejuiced it. None of that. And it's going strong. You know, it's only about 0.5 ohms, but see in there still nice and juiced up, nice and wet. This thing goes for days. So I've showed you what it looks like on a couple mech mods. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like on my personal favorite, what I've been rocking lately, almost all day, every day. Shigeli 100 watt plus. Looks beautiful on there. It's nice. It's down nice. You know, still got that drip tip on there. I'll show you guys. I don't use this drip tip usually. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. For what it comes with, you know, it works fine. Flavor's still great. Decently wide board. But I like using the. I have a drip tip that came with my Dark Horse RDA. So I have a video on that coming up very soon as well. But I like this drip tip here that came with the Dark Horse. It's a stainless steel drip tip, pretty wide bore. You know, it's no chuff cap, but makes that a little taller. It does look kind of odd because this is a shorter, more squat type dripper. But I don't mind it. I love this tip. It's a great tip. So on the Shigeli 100 watt plus, running at 0.5 ohms. Got 30 watts right now, 4 volts. So that's done. So use chuck it, man. Chuck it, 30 watts. Great. It's a great little dripper. I can't say enough good things about it. I mean, other than FastTech, thumbs down because FastTech is slow, alright? But thumbs up. This, for a clone, this thing is great. I have not tried the Authentic, and I'm sure the Authentic probably functions even better. You know, there were a couple things when I first got this, a couple little pieces of metal still in the air holes that I had to pick off a little bit. But other than that, I can't say anything about it, anything bad about it, really. FastTech, I believe, has this. I think I got mine for $8. And they have quite a few different versions and colors. They got the rainbow color. They might even have the one that has a stainless steel center post. But when I ordered it, they didn't have that. I got the one with the copper center post. Some people don't like that. They're trying to stay away from that. But for the price, it's great. Somebody just wanting to get into dripping, just starting, go to FastTech. You're gonna have to be patient and wait. You know, it took me at least 3 weeks to get this, but for your wallet, this is a good way to start. $8, FastTech. You know, I'm gonna put a link in the description right to where you can get this. I love it. So now I'm rambling, but yeah, that's all I got to say about the Hobo V2 clone from FastTech. It's a great little dripper for the wallet. You can't really beat it. $8. Works great. Got great flavor, great vapor production, and looks pretty good on just about everything I've had it on. Every mod, box mod, you know, looks great on this Sigelli. So, you know, let's just crank this thing up. 55 watts. You know, we'll have a couple tokes and we'll get out of here. You know, if you liked what you saw tonight, feel free, give me a thumbs up down below. And then somewhere over here, there'll be a subscribe button. You go ahead and click that, and it'll take you where you need to go. There'll be a red subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel, man. Keep up to date with me. You can catch all my videos when I post them. Coil builds, more product reviews. Got some juice reviews coming up. You know, some people don't know, but subscribing is free, completely free. All it is it's like following somebody on Twitter or friending somebody on Facebook. Just makes it so that when you get on your YouTube, when I post videos, or anybody you subscribe to, when they post videos, it'll show up in your feed, you know, like in a news feed, so you can stay up to date and catch the videos when we post them. But yeah, right up here somewhere, go ahead, click that button and subscribe. Stay with us. You know, we got giveaways coming up, coil build tutorials, product reviews, juice reviews, all kinds of good stuff. So, you know, let's have a couple tokes and we'll get on out of here. Keep chasing those clouds, my friends. Live long and vapor.